Hello, everyone. This is Rocketman here, giving you guys a quick update on how I view the market, see the markets. So, with everything going on in the world, overseas with Israel and Iran, what we see here in the financial markets, it's responding to that. But what I see is just a normal weekly, monthly fluctuation. It's doing what it's patterned to do. Um, if we look back in history from 1928 until 2023, we, every year, if we look at this chart, every year the market will dip about 3%, 5%, or 10%. We'll have these are our corrections, right? And in every 2 years, we're gonna have a 15% uh, severe correction. That's what happens every 2 years, looking back, almost 100 years ago. And every 3.5 years, I've seen it go on to 7 years. We're just looking at the average. Every 3.5 years, we usually have a 20% drop, a bear market. So far, if we look at the S&P 500, and it's fallen about, after tax day, April 15th, it's fallen about 5%. So we will classify this as a mild correction. Is Even though we're having this correction, what do we see on TV? We see on TV everyone, uh, crying to their mother and father, saying, "Oh, the sky is falling. Your dollar's dead. U.S. markets are dead." But yeah, it's not really the case. It's just a mild correction. And what does it mean for me? What does it mean for us, Rocketman followers? It means that it's our time to start shopping. So if you look at S&P 500, we see is it doing exactly what we anticipated it to do, fall 5%. That's what it has done here. About what, it's not perfect, but if we look here, it's about 5%. Yeah, the charts, there we go. About 5%, 5.20%. It's fallen. So this is here, this whole thing here is a buy zone. Let's move that here. And you can see, we had so far about 4 days down negative, and that's perfectly healthy for a market to fall. When it's falling, we go shopping. Everyone cries, we buy. That's the way it works. So, if they're gonna lose, we're gonna win. That's just the way. That's the way of the world. People uh, over exaggerate things, and we exploit them, and just buy their fear. Yeah. Let's take a look at the VIX. So, if we look at the bigger picture, not just the shallow stuff going on in the world, ignore the world. Look at the big picture. What do we see here? The VIX goes exactly to a resistance area, an area of resistance or barrier, and the VIX measures fear and greed. So VIX is at the height of its fear. So we just have to exploit people. That's how we make our money. Uh, Sorry, it's just the way it is in the world. And we just buy. So if we're buying Microsoft, we're buying Apple. Right now is a great time to buy McDonald's. Look at the charts. Netflix. Netflix is a healthy stock. Let's look at a daily chart. It's at a bottom as well. Let's look at other things. Let's see what I can find here. T-Mobile. T-Mobile has been going horizontal for several times, so it's a good stock to buy. Hershey. Everyone knows Hershey. Let's take a look at Hershey. Oh no, Tesla. Tesla would be a good one. Tesla is still finding a base. Ryan. Ryan. Uh, I anticipated the drop is about here. It's time to buy that. Let's see what else. I mentioned McDonald's. McDonald's is in the buy zone. Okay, so we buy that. What else? We already bought Google. We bought Google at 100, 130. Now it's at 150. So we're going to hold that until it reaches 200 and then reevaluate the balance sheet. Let's see. Coupon is doing well while the market's falling. This company is rising. That's even better. Amazing. Everyone uses Adobe. Adobe is almost in the buy zone, but it's close enough. It's right at support. It's inches away. That's yeah, it's not perfect. So let's just go with that. BlackRock also is perfectly in the buy zone. You know, we're looking at ANET. ANET is also in the buy zone. This is perfect, man. Let's move our let's move our let's update this and move the entry to about let's see here. Right there. And our target should be double the price. So if it's at 262, we're going to double our money to 400 or 500. So we're going to go for 6 to 1. All right. Another one. Another company is Apple. Of course, Apple makes some good sales. It's still in the process of bottoming. Another company is Costco. Everyone knows what Costco is. It's not going out of business. Right. Duolingo. Everyone knows Duolingo. That one is a good one too. If we look at a monthly chart, it's just retracing with the market, right? Finding some base. You can see that support level here, so we can update this as well. If we were to add to it, so we update this because it's at support, and we're going to add other things to it now that we can see what this is doing in the long term. Maybe this will turn to a channel. Right? Look at it. Beautiful, isn't it? And we can update these levels as well. This level here. Make this bottom a white. Make this top a white. That's a big range from 245 to 130 or 140. That's a huge range for Duolingo to fluctuate in. Natural fluctuation. GitLab finding a base still and support. Meta. Looking at Meta, Meta is like Facebook and stuff. If we look at Meta, looking at the company's earnings, it should do well. The earnings comes out in about 7 days. That's why the stock is reacting this way. Some unsavvy people don't know what's going to happen, but astute investors, like who we are, know what's happening. It's just fluctuating in a range. And of course, we can also predict the future because we have high probability on it. So is it April 24th? We're going to have a rise in Meta. Unfortunate for people who don't know what they're doing, they're going to lose Meta. So Microsoft, I mentioned that. I mentioned it's at a base now. Let's see. This is a great time to buy it as well. It has an ABC double wave extension. It's at 618 Fibonacci level. You can see the transactions are falling as the price gets closer to the base. That's perfect. Beautiful, beautiful pattern. We can see it's making higher highs and higher lows. Let's extend this. And there's a triangle-like pattern forming right here, as you can see. Microsoft is a very clear stock. Very beautiful stock. Look at that. And another thing we can see is that it's on the cloud. If we look at the weekly chart, we can see that the Chico span is very bullish. Go back to the daily chart. in confluence with our ABC Fibonacci level and ABC pattern. You can see it's it's in the A3, say about 400 to 430 range. Let's extend this line here. And the earnings of Microsoft comes out on April 25th. That's going to be a great day. So people who are in fear, we buy their fear. The company's not going out of business. It's been around for, I don't know how long Microsoft has been around, but it's not going out of business. It's been out since 1987. I don't know why people fear, whatever. So just it's time to almost buy it. It's about an inch away from it, so we just buy it. Okay, what else? Now, I didn't touch that one. Now it is also in a range. It's in a huge range, 673 to 816 range. This is a large range, very large range. And we can see the Chiku span is in the cloud, very still bullish. Uh, let's see what we can exploit here. And let's see. You can see if we go to a weekly chart and zoom out, you can see that basically now ServiceNow is flat. In fact, if it's not a buy now, it definitely would be a buy at 700. It's a huge support level, huge barrier of support where buyers are in. And you can see as it falls, transactions are slowing down. So no one's big players, smart people aren't really interested in selling stock, obviously. So we just wait for earnings to come out as well, which is in April 25th. And we see that the sales are booming, earnings are booming. That's the hidden stuff that normal people can't see. And yeah, we already can predict that things will go well. And that's basically it. I forgot to mention one more thing. One more thing. It's forget Starbucks. Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks. Let's go here. Let's look at the Dow Jones. This is the German DAX. This is the Dow Jones. Right. So if we look at the Dow Jones, we can go to an 8-hour chart. We can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 L8 wave pattern here. We're at the end of the L8 wave pattern. We also have an ABC completion exactly at the same spot. So this definitely is pattern market. In addition to this, it's at a level of horizontal support, right? What else can we see? We can see that there is Head and Shoulders 3 Buddhist pattern, and that is also completed exactly the same spot. And if we look at the candle itself, we can see that we had a lot of volume on a small body, and today is another inside day within an inside day pattern. We can see it's in R7 pattern here, one of the smallest candles of the previous 7-day candles, forming inside A. It's already 152. The market hasn't closed yet, but if it closes this way, this is perfect. And you can update this chart to reflect the inside day here. Okay, inside day pattern here. Yeah. And you can see here, a lot of people are panicking. I don't know why, but they just do, just the way it is. So we put an alarm right above the inside day candle. Here we go. And when tomorrow, when it triggers, all these people are gonna, lose. That's just the way it is. Sorry, guys. We can't have emotions for other people. Just eat them up. Let's see. Here's the DI. There's a GIA. Same thing as here. You see a pattern. You can see the volume is slowing down as it reached these support levels. We can see the Chiku spans in the cloud, bouncing from the cloud. At least you can see the emotion in the market right here. You can just read it. If you can't read it, I'll show you here. Look at the volume falling. The volume is right here at the bottom. It's falling. Transactions are falling as the price hits the support level. Do you see that? That's right there. And we set alarm right above it right here. So let me fix that. I moved something by accident. Here we go. So, and I have a note here above the Harami triggers everyone's buy orders. And that's basically it with the Dow Jones. I look at the weekly chart, same thing. It looks very good. Oh, another thing I didn't point out is we have 3 weeks. This is called the three soldiers pattern. We have 3 falling weeks. We have lower volume. That's when everyone who was panicking gets trapped. It's like the same thing over and again in all these stocks. Uh, and I don't think I need to update anything at all. Everything looks good. So all we gotta do is sit on our hands, buy, and wait. This is Rocket Man, over and out.